And now for our first presenter, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Zolan.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Hey, all right, that's impressive. Okay, great. Hey, listen, so it's been a couple of years since I've given one of these talks, and I gotta tell you, it is really great to be back up on this stage. Today, we're gonna tackle one of the most popular movements in business, guys, the infamous company culture, right? We're all experts in this by now, right? Mission, vision, values, check, 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 next subject. After all, a simple Google search is gonna tell you everything you need to know about creating, building, maintaining, sustaining a complex ecosystem comprised of hundreds of different personalities, perspectives, behaviors, philosophies, in order to effectively support your business systems, processes, and procedures. What's so hard about that? After all, I'm sure the greatest coaches in sports or moguls in business just Googled how to lead a team and the rest was history, am I right? Hey, listen, if I'm being honest, I'm no expert in this either, right? They just let me talk about it because I wrote a really good pitch. But neither here nor there. Here I am, and even though I don't consider myself an expert, I've learned some important lessons over the years. No, not by Googling, but by doing, and more importantly, by failing over and over again, eventually finding ways to succeed. So today, if it's all right with you, I'd like to share with you some of the biggest lessons that I've learned in hopes that I can provide some clarity into what Google can't, the truth about building a culture. So number one, culture is fluid, guys. That's right, they don't tell you this, but culture changes based on where you were versus where you are, your business objectives, and your personal philosophy. As we age, we value different things. I think this is called wisdom. Not sure yet. Eventually, though, you'll land on something consistent, but it could take years. And listen, it's always subject to change. And here's the hard part. If this happens too fast, you're viewed as indecisive, unconfident, or just unfocused. If it happens too slow, you could stifle growth, create conflict, or just fail to adapt. So listen, when we first started WCE, we built a team who would outwork everyone. We had one value, guys. It was 3 words: work, 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 right? And that worked when it was just me and my dad running service. But now, with close to 70 employees, we've come to understand that effort does not always translate into results. So while work ethic remains a staple, it's definitely not the only thing that matters. Number 2, culture eats strategy for breakfast. Let me explain what I mean. So everything you read about culture is fantastic, right? It's rah, rah, go team. And it also seems to come with that checklist. Establish your mission, then your vision, then your values, right? Here's the reality though, guys. This stuff is hard. And if you don't take the time to nurture it, you're at risk of hating your job, your coworkers, possibly your life, because nothing else in the business works if you've got a bunch of people who just hate being there, yourself included. So 3 years ago, we did an overhaul on our culture. We went fast, which is typically my MO, and listen, all hell broke loose, guys. People got pissed, some quit. Well, listen, others thrived, right? But growth and strategy took a back seat as we quickly realized who fit and who didn't. Which leads me into the other thing that they don't tell you. Who doesn't fit is a big fat gray area. It's real easy to say fire those who don't fit in, right? Until you realize that they're off the charts in some values, well, they're in the gutter in others, right? There's no manual for that. Guys, I haven't found a single book, article, or web page that tells us how to properly navigate that scenario. So the best advice I can give is this. At the end of the day, everyone has 2 expectations, regardless of culture: respect and cooperation. And here's the thing, both are largely subjective. If they exhibit those expectations more often than they don't, they can be an asset to you, your culture, and your organization, as long as they're led correctly. So let me explain. I've got a few people in my organization today who clash with others, as I'm sure you do. But their heart is in the right place. No matter how hard it is for others to see it, I see it. And to this day, it seems like they all have something to say about someone else, right? They aren't great at communicating, or they didn't follow the process, or they yelled at me, right? But if we as leaders are always coaching the person right in front of us, making sure that blame is never allowed to be an excuse, one could argue that the culture actually benefits. And trust me, you wouldn't be the first one to argue with me about this. My point is, guys, that friction and even conflict can be healthy if done correctly. As with anything else, success lies in the balance. This is all simple stuff, guys. It's just not easy, which is why we often find ourselves stuck and frustrated and defeated. We understand that company culture is the heartbeat of our organization, but it's not a template to be copied or a checklist to be completed, just as you can't copy or complete a human being. So here's a takeaway for you. Culture is not a noun. No, it's not something tangible that you can touch or hold. And it's not a verb, an action to be performed. No, guys, culture is an adjective. It's something that we are. It's a living, breathing essence of our collectives, values, beliefs, and behaviors. We need to let go of the notion of finding perfect people for our culture because they don't exist. Not everyone who champions our cause will align with every value, mission, or vision we have, and that's perfectly fine because that's not the objective, guys. It never was. The real goal is to create an entity that finds balance through all of its people. So, as we stand here today, let's recognize that company culture isn't something that we fit into. It's something that we all actively create. It's a direct reflection of the entire team and their ability to build something together. So here's the most important part. You ready? You, each and every one of you, hold the power to shape it. With every response to every decision, every interaction, and every challenge you face, you're sculpting the identity of your organization. Completely independent of anyone else's influence, it's your actions, your words, your beliefs, and your behaviors. They don't just contribute to your culture, they make it. So when we leave here today, let's do more than just build it, guys. Let's actively live it. Fully embrace it, or at least for my sake, at least pay attention to it. Because in the end, the culture of our company isn't just another goal. It's a reflection of who we are, and more importantly, it's a vision of who we can be together. Thank you.